wind screamed like a living thing, and snow pelted my face as I pounded on the door. "Daniel, please, open the door," I shouted, my voice trembling. The lock clicked. The door stayed shut. "Should have thought about that before interfering in my life, Mom," came his cold, muffled reply. "My own son left me to die out here." Knees sinking into the snow, I wrapped my thin coat tighter around me, shivering violently. I felt the cold seep into my bones. Then through the storm, headlights pierced the darkness. I forced myself to remember. I had raised him alone after his father died, working endless hours just so Daniel could have a chance at something better. I sold my jewelry so he could go to school. I thought I did everything right, but he moved in with his wife and suddenly I was an outsider in my own home. I whispered to the wind, "Promises are easy when life is easy." Earlier that evening, I had confronted him inside the house. "This is still my home. You can't treat me like this," I said, my voice trembling but firm. "It's my house now. You signed it over," Daniel shot back, eyes cold and hard. His wife joined him, saying, "You're ungrateful. We're tired of you." Before I could say anything more, he shoved my thin coat into my hands and slammed the door. The lock clicked. I could only stare at the door, frozen in shock. "No, no, this isn't happening," I whispered, my voice breaking. Now, out in the storm, the snow piling around me like a tomb, I struggled forward, hands numb, snow covering my legs. I tried neighbors' doors. No one answered. I fell into a drift, barely breathing, the cold wrapping around me like chains. This is it. This is how it ends. Alone, in the cold, I thought. And then headlights appeared again, brighter this time, cutting through the blizzard. A black car slowed beside me. A man stepped out, tall, imposing, but calm. "Ma'am, can you hear me?" he asked. I barely managed. "Please, I just need somewhere warm." His bodyguard hesitated. "Sir, the roads—" "Not more dangerous than leaving her here," the man interrupted. He lifted me carefully into the car. "Who did this to you?" he asked softly. "My son," I whispered. Silence. He gripped the steering wheel, voice low. "Some people forget who carried them when they couldn't walk." Hours later, in a safe house, warm blankets wrapped around me, tea in my hands, I finally felt human again. "I must have failed as a mother," I said, tears streaming. "No, you raised a man. What he became is his choice," he said. His voice softened. He told me about his own childhood, abandoned and alone. "Tonight, I am simply returning a kindness someone once gave me." For the first time in hours, I allowed myself to breathe. The next morning, we returned to retrieve some of my belongings. Daniel was shocked. "Mom, where did you—" "A son who leaves his mother to freeze does not deserve to question her," the man said. I stepped forward, voice steady and strong. "I'm not coming back." I walked away, dignity intact. Daniel's arrogance was replaced by panic, by the realization that I no longer needed him. Now, in a warm apartment arranged by him, I volunteer at a shelter. I watch the snow outside, remembering that night. The night I thought my life was ending was the night it began again. Sometimes family isn't who you're born to, but who stops when the world keeps driving. If this story touched you, like the video, subscribe, and comment below. Tell me, do you believe kindness always returns? Your support keeps these stories alive. I smile at the snow through my window, feeling a new life beginning.